see where that phone is pointed. I think it's too far to one side. We'll see here. Come in, this is DIY with Crafty Sarah, and this is my page, and this is my live tonight. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You're seeing way too much of my chalk paste, aren't you? Move my stool. There we go. How are you guys tonight? Hope you're all good. Hope everybody is good. We'll see who we can get in tonight. I'm going to tape off this frame because I want to paint it. I kind of stink at doing this taping off business. I always feel like it's hard for me to get it to the edge. How's your Wednesday been? Mine's kind of been a little bit cray-cray. Just gonna had a heck of a time finding the beginning of that tape. I'm gonna fold that over so I don't have that trouble next time. I'm not even sure I'm going to use this one, but just in case, I want to get it taped off if we have time, and I think we will. All right. So what I have is this transfer. It's called Witches Watching. It is from last year, and I have 2 of them. So I have one to sell. So I'm going to use one, and I have one to sell. So if somebody would like one, just let me know, and I will give you a really good deal on it. It's time to use up some of these transfers that I haven't used. You know, last year in September, I had open heart surgery, so that kind of screwed me up, you guys. So I'm just going to cut this on these cut lines. Because I keep my transfers in portfolios, so I don't always necessarily need to have the packages and all of those things. So it'll just be like 2 almost A size. That's just snipping right down the cut lines. Hi, Chris. Are you rested up yet? I think I might finally be rested up. Need to see if my walking buddy can walk tomorrow, because we took off 2 days. She's always off on Wednesdays, so she doesn't come to Blue Hill. And then Tuesday she was busy, so she couldn't walk. And I was like a walking zombie on Monday. Hey, Lori. So I appreciated the rest. So we're going to do a little Halloween. This one says Witches Watching. That's what I want. Actually, I've seen it used 2 ways. That's kind of satisfying when you do that. That's funny. It's kind of satisfying, not gonna lie. So one of them I see is Witches Watching, and it has this, and it has a bat. Or it could be Witches Watching, please take one, like it's a ticket. Maybe that's what it is. And then they put the hat up above. Maybe I'll do this one. Maybe I'll hold off on this one. You need, you know what, the first day back from camping, I didn't sleep that great, but the second night, yesterday, I got up at like 8 o'clock. I was like, whoa, I never get up at 8 o'clock. So I just thought to myself, you know what? You must just be tired. That's all there is to it. And this one I really like. I love this right here. When witches go riding and black cats are seen, the moon laughs and whispers, 'tis near Halloween. I like that. But I don't know what I would use it on yet. So I really just want the witch's hat on this one. There we go. So first of all, I want to paint the back side of this green, and I want to do it in, I think eucalyptus. Or maybe sage. Sage is a good green. So I'm just going to use my chalk paste. This one looks like it could use a little water because all of my pastes look like they could use water. I mean, it's stirrable, but it's not really paintable. So what did you guys do today? I got my Meals on Wheels delivered. I had one lady that she said to me, she goes, when I went up there, I don't really know that she's all there. I'm just going to say that. She's a little different. And she lives in like an income-based housing, which is fine. You know, she's elderly, but not that elderly because I looked her up on Facebook and she's my age. But I go to deliver her meal, and when I'm getting ready to leave, she goes, "They sure do have a hard time finding people to deliver on Wednesdays and Fridays." And I said, "Well, are you not getting your meals?" And she goes, "Yeah, I'm getting them, but sometimes they just come really late." And then I said, "Well, okay." And then I went back to my car and I thought, oh, I must be late today. Because I did leave about 5 minutes later than I normally do. I thought, uh-oh, I better start going. I need to start going, if I'm going to do it, probably around 11:15, I think. So I didn't get to her house till probably 11:45. And I'm sure that I do get there other times. You know, if I leave, I always thought we needed to go like around 11:30. But I think she thought I was late today, and she was just letting me know that. I got a kick out of it. Your chalk paste should be about the consistency of sour cream. Not too thin, not too thick. It could be thinner if you're painting with it. Hey, Debbie. Oh man, it does catch up with you after a while. Debbie's husband, she's my mentor. Very, very sweet lady. I've learned so much from her in a little bit of time that I've been in her mentor group. And her husband had a procedure done today where they worked on some varicose veins. So she's at home with a husband that doesn't feel good. You guys all know that, don't you? You know that pain, don't you? So I'm just going to go ahead and paint the inside of my box. You guys, I can add water to this, right? I can, and I will. Just spray it right on there. And that really helps you move your paint along. This is a good Halloween green. So I did that, and then my husband wanted me to come and work for him this afternoon, but he's a funeral director. He got a death call yesterday, late yesterday, or maybe it was I say that, and then I'm thinking maybe it was around noontime. I think it was around noontime. And so he was busy, and he needed me to come in today to work. He had some things to do this afternoon, so I was busy doing that. And then I came home. I started to try to organize my shop. You know, at some point you just get to some point where you just think your craft space is just like nuts. But so I was trying to do that, and then I had to leave and go work for him. So I did that until 5, and I thought he was going to go golfing tonight, and he decided he was too tired to go. So you know what that means? That means I have to cook supper. It's supposed to be my day off. So I told him, I said, you don't have to go golfing, but I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not making a great big old supper. I said, we had a pork roast the other day, and we had some left over, because we always do, because our meat's been cut too big for us, for just 2 of us. I think we could have I seriously think we could have like a pound of meat and we'd be fine. But how do you get a roast that's only a pound? So I took that pork roast and I chopped it up and made it pulled pork. I pulled it apart. So I said, I'm going to have pulled pork for supper. And that's what we had. I asked him if he wanted mac and cheese, and he said, yeah. He'd rather have Kraft macaroni and cheese than homemade mac and cheese with Velveeta. What's wrong with him? He loves Kraft mac and cheese. Easy for me, not gonna lie. But dang. Hi Shay, who doesn't love Velveeta mac and cheese? Hi Becca. And Holly. Yeah, isn't that crazy, Holly? September will be a year ago. Man, I'm glad that's in the rearview mirror. And this September, my own son might be having heart surgery again, so we'll see. Sure hope not. He is coming to visit this weekend. Make sure my brush isn't have anything nasty on it. So it's kind of streaky, but I think that I might just leave it that way. I'll see here. You really need it to be dry, so I'm going to chalk over the top of it. So I really want it to be dry. And I can kind of see the spots that aren't dry are the darker spots. I wonder if I shouldn't use my blow dryer. I feel like it blows harder. I got all these devices, I tell you. Not that hard. Don't need it to blow us out of the area. I know, I love homemade mac and cheese. But I'm telling you, my husband likes Kraft, and does it get any easier than that? Boil your noodles, throw in a quarter cup of butter, a quarter cup of milk. I think I actually put in a third of a cup. It was kind of creamy today, that's probably why. And the saucy stuff, the powdery stuff, and I think that's so funny. I think that's hilarious, but that is dry. Let me see here. Let me get this a little bit more water. Yesterday I spent almost the whole day gluing together Christmas ornaments and putting the hangers on them and putting the bows on them. And today I made probably 30 bows. Just the little rabbit ear bows, but those are fine. You know, they work fine because I just need small bows for my ornaments. Tomorrow, I'm going to volunteer at our thrift store. They called and sent out an email. You know, I do better just flying by the seat of my pants as far as that goes. Thought about signing up a week ago, and then I didn't get it done. And then they were sending out an SOS. And I said, yeah, I can do it. Okay, I'm going to call that. I think that's good enough. Then we're going to dry that, and we're going to chalk on that baby. So, I get to go to the thrift store tomorrow and see what they have in there that I might be able to craft with. Always something in there. This is one of our 6 by 12 frames. I hope it fits this stuff because I didn't really measure. We're gonna make it fit. We will make it work. Thank you, Sherry. Doodle's in the house. There she is. Hi, Denise. You guys are awesome. Thank you. I wonder, Becca, if she wasn't Eastern time. So she might be going on when I go off. I got to thinking about that. I thought, I bet she's Eastern time. You had a fail this afternoon? Listen, girl. I have a fail a lot of days. I just make it work. I'm going through some of my transfers, and last year I bought them, and then I had my heart surgery, and I didn't use them, and I'm like, Sarah, you've got to use these. And I've got some vendor shows in September. So I thought I better get my bee-hinding gear, and so I'm going to pull my tape up, hopefully. It got halfway close to being where it needed to be. Pretty good. Pretty good. I see a little bit of white, but you know what? I'm okay with that. I feel like I should dry it just a little bit more. And I'm gonna sand it, and then I'm gonna wax it. Because I don't want to pull it up when I put this transfer down. Get out a little gator sander. think it's dry, but then I'll find out pretty quick here. Yeah. I don't think it was, but we might get a distressed look. Did you pull up paste today, Shay, or what was your mishap? You'd think as long as I've been chalking that. Hi, Carly. You know what? I don't even. Oh, she was on at 8 Eastern. Is that before me then? I'm Central Time, so she was probably on at 7 my time. I always forget. She would be later than me, though, wouldn't she? I feel like she would be later than me. Because I'm Central, and Pacific gets earlier, so I feel like they're later. I'm going to heat this up and use my heat gun and buff it in. I will catch her replay. Yeah, she was on at 7. Yeah, so she's earliest. Then me. Okay. I always get, isn't that something? It is like hard to remember time zones and where they are different for you. I feel like there's a pile of paste right in the middle. I have a feeling it's going to pull up. I have a feeling. I have a song in my head. I've got that feeling. I don't know where it comes from, but that's... Okay, we're just going to go with it and see what the heck happens. See what the heck happens. Okay, so I'm going to do the witch's hat first. We're going to hope this all fits in here. If it doesn't, I guess we'll just go as far as we can go. And this is just all going to be in black except for a couple words and some stars. I'm just going to fuzz the gajibas out of this thing. And then we will see if it's going to stick okay. It feels like it's kind of sticky. So a witch hat is going to go there. Make sure that's not too warm. I'm going to put this up in the corner. I don't think I can do them both though. Oh yeah, that peeled that right up first thing, you guys. That's going to peel. We're a-peeling. And that is going to peel. You know what? I didn't fuzz that one though, did I? So I feel like if you guys see some of my friends on here that you do not follow, please go follow them. It's free. It helps them out immensely. And I'd really appreciate it. I'm going to do black velvet on some of this, and then some of it I'm going to do with the shimmer sparkle. So if I do peel up some of this paint, you guys, I can go back in with my green and I can cover up my peel ups. So I'll make this for one of my shows that I'm going to go to in September. Now, how am I going to get that up out of that corner? Get my detail tool. Whoop. Hi, Valerie. So that put just that little thing at the top. And then I want my hat. I'm not even going to stick it on the sides because I think that's crooked though. You know, can't be crooked. So I'm going to use my shimmer sparkle on this hat, on the witch's hat, which is black, but it has mica in it, so it's glittery. And it doesn't dry as fast as our other paste does. You can't fiddle fart around, but you have some more time. There's our hat. Yay! Success! Love success. Now I want to put that little line back on the bottom. But I think I'm going to have to dry my little witchy hat first. Yes, Becca, you should. You know, when we very first started Chalk Couture, they all said, you know, oh my God, don't go in on your page. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's not nice. But I tell you, that you should. Absolutely should. I think I just put the wrong lid on the wrong one, but I don't think it's going to make that big of a difference. Anybody's welcome to be on my page, on their business page. It's one for all and all for all, one for all and all for one. We're all in this to help each other out. Okay, let's see if I can. Nope, not gonna happen. That did make my transfer was dry, but it's okay. I can do it with a marker. And my paint did pick up right there. So that's where I am so far. My little hat. And then I'm going to do this one. And I'm really going to fuzz this because There's a lot of sticky on here. I really don't want it to peel up the paint. But I have a feeling that it's going to. Somebody at some craft show might like this one. So next goes down this. And then that will go down there. So this is all black except for, I got to grab my drink, you guys. Or did I even? Oh, there it is. Like, did I even bring it out here? I did. I don't do it with my kidneys being as bad as they are. I don't drink enough water. And man, sometimes I just get parched. Let's see, I'm going to do the black first. Start up here at the top. Just kind of watch what you're doing. I just don't want to get below the eyeball. Thanks you guys for coming in. I really appreciate it. I know some of you guys don't decorate for Halloween, but, you know, I sell to people that do. So that's why. So that's why I'm doing this. It's easy, Debbie. This is easy. This is easy. I got some black. I got some peanut butter in my chocolate. Darn it. That's okay. That'll be okay. Trying to get that eyeball without getting into the white, but that's probably I'm going to peel this up because I feel like yep, I let it go too long, you guys. Too long. It dried up in me. Dried up for me. So I'm going to have to lay that back down after I clean my transfer. Yep, it's not gonna work. After I clean my transfer, I will lay that back down and I will go back over it. You can't leave your, and I knew, I should have known, because I know, you can't leave your paste in your stencil and it dry. You just can't. because you pull up your paste, and that's exactly what I did. Should have pulled it up before I even started that white stuff. I know better. I just didn't do better. I did buy some essential stencil brushes. I'd like to do some of that kind of stenciling, but I haven't tried it yet. Which is regular stenciling with the big plastic type stencils. So this should be all right. Yep. Of course, that's wonderful because I took it right up. Oh man, I tell you, I caused myself my own grief. So I'm going to dry that, and then we'll put that last little bit on. So I will wash my stencil, I will lay it back over, and I will redo that, and it'll be fine. That's what happens when you let your stencil sit there too long. Because these stencils are sticky, they're reusable sticky, and they are, if you hold them up, you see that all of the clear is a very fine silk screen. So it's just like if you were silk screening, you know, a picture or something. It's very fine silk screen. So once it dries, you'll pull it up. Just like that. So I will clean that and redo that, and then I'll take a picture of it. And I'm really fuzzing it a lot, you guys, because I just painted that surface. And I've had good luck with that. It only pulled up once, and I just pushed it back down. It just kind of bubbled up a little bit. That's probably just a thick spot in my paste. Gotta move that over a little bit. That's a little bit crooked. It's kind of hard when it's down in this thing like that. That's better. So on this one, my one is going to be white, and the rest of it's going to be black. So it's like tickets. Take one. So I'm going to raise this up because I know it's going to take me longer around there. Yeah, but I got to get it set up, Deb, I feel like it's too frequent. So, my bad. There you go. So what I did was I just peel it up and then I lay it back down, but I don't push it down onto that. I just do this. And I never would have done that, chatbot, if you hadn't told me how to. You're the one. You're the one. I need to get in there, though, and look at the live on how to have a keyword. Because I couldn't watch that one. Can't remember what was going on that day, but something was going on. Oh, what was that on that Tuesday? Something happened, I couldn't watch it, and then our internet was out. Boy, that was annoying. I'm telling you, that was annoying. Our internet was out, and I couldn't, so I logged in, and I could see you, but I couldn't, and I couldn't do anything. I couldn't hear you. I could see you though. I thought, oh, this is crazy. So and then I got in late. So. All right. Let's get that baby up before she starts to give me some problems. That turned out good, but I got some black paste right there. That's not good. And I got it all over my fingers. Because I'm kind of messy that way. Messy Jessie. Maybe I should let that dry and then I'll sand it off. That'd probably be the wise thing to do. So you guys, it's really going to be cute when maybe I'm going to try. No, see? Let me see here. That's kind of what I thought would happen. You know what? That's okay. Kind of thought about distressing the outside anyway, so I might just do that. But that's what it is, and it stands up by itself. It's really cool that way. I love that these box frames stand up. These are our old box frames. I have several of different sizes, and I love them. I love them. So I'd be fine having those back. Anyway, good night. Alrighty, Debbie, thanks for coming in. Yes, replays are wonderful. Yeah, and I'm glad you have them, so because I need them. Because I need to follow step by step as you go. Like, I'm a hands-on person, so that's how I need to do that. So anyway, that's what I have for you tonight, guys. I appreciate you all for coming in. Thanks so much. I do have another one of these transfers. If anybody would like to purchase that, I have it at a very discounted price. It is from last year. And if you're in search of any other transfers that have been in the past, just let me know. And if I have them, sister, I will hook you up. Thanks, Shay. Thanks, Valerie. Thank you, Lori. I think we have one more hot day. And then Friday afternoon is supposed to start to chill down. And then it gets to, thanks, Doodle. Then it gets to in the 70s. We have a day next week where it's maybe not even going to get to 70. I'm like, hallelujah. Oh, Lordy, that's my kind of weather. 50 during the night and 60s during the day. Thanks, Lori. I love that you come on. Isn't Facebook amazing? I mean, there's a lot of things that it's a pain in the behind, but being able to connect with old friends has been one of the best things about Facebook then. And then making new friends, my crafty friends. So anyway, I will redo that. I will clean this off and redo that. And then I will take a picture and show you guys. And I will see you next time. 83 tonight. It's 82 here right now. But once the sun goes down, it doesn't really feel like that. When we were camping, it was like 83, but I had to go get a sweatshirt because it was cool, because it was in the evenings. So anyway, you guys, thanks so much for watching. I appreciate you all so much, and I will see you next time. Love you guys. Bye.